Hello and welcome to Learn to Trade. It's been a minute. Thank you for checking out this video. At the daughter's graduation, finally have everybody that flew out this morning. So we'll get back into this and have some fun. So here's a couple different looks right now. This is a 15-minute clean pressure, what I've looked at. This is one of our indicators called the Echo. If you want to know more information about our indicators or things like that, hit me up in the comments. But it's kind of fun. We have a pretty good entry here sitting on the clean pressure on the 15 minute. But we even having the 1 minute right here, we have the 15 saying sell, the 1 saying buy. And we have a 5 minute echo and a 30-minute echo, not in agreement. So this could be a pass, right? We're doing the momentum. We do have momentum sliding down a little bit. But if you're working on something that's not working, right? We need to make sure we get enough data to know that it works or doesn't work. But if you've been going at this with whatever you're doing and it's not working, and you have 2, 3, 400 trades in replay that says it doesn't work, that's when we want to start switching things up. I'm a big believer that we don't fix things that are working. If it's working, continue doing what you're doing. But if it's not working, then we need to switch things up. So if you're using clean pressure and you're using momentum and you're using color on top and it's just not working your way, then start looking to add some stuff to that. But just make sure you're not jumping the gun too quick. Make sure you have enough data and enough information to really say yes or no. And for me, I like to get up close to that, at least over 250 trades, but more closer to 500 trades before I'm like, hey, this works or it doesn't work. And that's the stuff that I need to have before I want to start risking real money in this. I was just watching something on, I think it was a Tony Robbins kind of clip. He was talking about Steph Curry and how many shots. He takes 500 shots a day and he practices X amount, and he's been doing it for X amount of times, and it's over 2 million plus shots, but he only takes a small amount of shots in the real game, right? And so replay and collecting the data, that's going to give you the confidence when you get into the live market, whether you want to take trades or not to take trades, or if you should or shouldn't take trades. A lot of people just jump right into the live market and wonder why they get ate up and spit out. And I know we want to jump in the live market as soon as possible because we want to make money, and maybe you bought into a program that you have to pay back, or there's all these reasons why we do it. Everyone kind of comes to the market to create money or get more money. And so it's like, I can't make money replaying. I can't make money in demo. Maybe not be worth it. And so you start wanting to go and just jump in the live market and hoping for the best. Well, you're probably going to sink if you do that and not swim. So go learn how to swim, go back test, go practice, go do all that stuff, and know that that's what professionals do. They practice way more than they play so they can play at a very high level. All right. Now, for fun, I wouldn't want to take this trade because I don't have things in my favor. But let's take a trade, or let's look at this, right? And if we were just kind of doing that momentum, we'd want to take a sell trade. So this is a 15-minute chart. I've done an hour chart, I've done larger charts, I've done smaller charts. Hopefully you're starting to understand the chart size might not be that big of a deal. Now, some might do better on a 15 or a 30 or a day. Perfect. But for me, the longer I've back tested, the longer I've done this, the only thing that's different is it takes 15 minutes to produce a candle instead of 1 minute to produce a candle. I find same signals on 1 minute as I do on 15, 5, day. So I'm not huge on the charts or what size charts, but if one chart makes you a better trade than the other, I'd go to that chart. So 60 right here, you can see we had a huge spike here. That was probably a big announcement at 7:30 Central Time. So I'm gonna go 60. This is this might be a pretty good one. because of that candle so big, and I'm using the 5-minute ATR, this is going to be maybe way over skewed. And one way we can kind of find out if it's way over skewed, if I double that and double this, and I hit my sell, and I can't even see my stop loss outside of this. I mean, that's way above these levels up here. So I might, this is why I use kind of a hybrid of the ATR and the um, levels. You know, this one might be more of a 60-30 type deal. So let's adjust that just a little bit. 60-60, 60-30. I've done a lot of 2-to-1s. We'll do 60-60. I like that a little bit more. Take that trade. And then it's just see what happens, right? So this just happened just a few minutes ago, so I don't know if we can jump. We haven't even went ahead 15 minutes yet. We can jump ahead a minute. Not too bad. Pretty close. Jump ahead another minute. Oh, it went up and tapped us out up there. So sometimes that happens. You know, if we would have, and I'm fine with that. That goes up and taps us out. It's just the name of the game. Go to live and see what happens. That's it. And whether it goes up, a lot of people get a little nervous, not nervous, but maybe they waste a lot of time and energy on this, trying to predict or pick the perfect stop loss. Well, if I only would have moved it up a little bit more, then I could still have this chance. Right? Yeah, but I played that game. It didn't seem to matter how far I put it or not. It's still going to hit your stop loss. Losses are losses. Don't get caught up on too much on how the loss looks. I know if this, you know, you had your stop loss right there, and it's like, man, they must know they're just picking it perfectly. That's just your mind trying to throw you off, right? And more people have this feeling of this barely hits this and it goes down and hits their take profit. For some reason, that starts to spike a lot of emotion. A loss is a loss. It doesn't matter what it looks like. If it just went straight up and continued to go up, it's a loss. If it comes up here and barely hits it and goes back down and would have hit your take profit, it's still a loss. A loss is a loss. Right? And would have made it been a little bit difficult of a trade to take just because of what other indicators are looking. So if you're struggling and you have enough data to prove that what you're doing is not working, start looking to add some other stuff. All right. Well, everybody, I'm glad I'm back. We're going to keep this thing rocking and rolling. I just took a little bit of a time off to, you know, be with the daughter and all that stuff for her graduation and all the family that was in here. But other than that, if you like this stuff, please hit the subscribe, the like, do what you're supposed to do on YouTube to help get this out to more traders that might be struggling. Other than that, keep on keeping on, and we'll see you next video. Bye, everybody.